Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do a third quarter reading for you. That is July, August, and September. The 7th card for the 7th month, the Chariot, the 8th card for the 8th month, August, and the 9 card, the Hermit, for the month of September. So for your overall energy, I have the Two of Pentacles. And this is describing you basically holding things together. In some cases, you're having to make quick, instinctual decisions about how to sort your affairs in your life as you're in transition. You're possibly moving from one home to another, one relationship to another, one job to another, one position to another. And in that, you are trying your best to be ready, to be prepared. And that is a feeling that is perhaps somewhat eluding you because there's a little bit of an imposter syndrome, like, I never knew this would happen. And I don't know that I'm ready for this. I might not be good enough for this. I might not be smart enough. However, this is something that you have long range planned for. You have long range desired, wished for, and manifested. Underneath the deck is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this indicates that you have been doing a lot of work to evaluate your relationships, enjoy them, appreciate them for what you've learned from them. But you understand that you've learned all that you can learn and you're ready to move on. These relationships have given you the courage, the strength to go for a big and significant challenge for you, something that defines your life, something that is a heartfelt desire that you now feel challenged to move towards. This is a big challenge for you, but it's one that you relish. This is one that you feel you can put all of your energy and heart into. I'm going to pull an oracle card to get us started, and I pulled the love card. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And I think this is, in some ways, a recognition that you can relax where you're going. You are prepared for it. You're moving in a direction that helps you manifest your skills, your talents, your knowledge in a better way. This is something that you have, again, manifested. So this is a heart's desire. And this is a beautiful omen that you are in the right place at the right time. In human terms, it sometimes feels difficult to acknowledge that we're where we've always wanted to be, particularly as we assort the details of our life and try to orchestrate that. There is no sometimes preparing. It's here, you're manifesting this beautiful dream. If this reading is resonating for you, Gemini, please like this video. Please share this with others if you feel inclined to do so. I love your comments, your appreciations, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate the time that you take with me. So starting with July, the Chariot card, the 7th card for the 7th month, is describing the focus that is required for us to achieve our goals. And I think in the larger sense, you're demonstrating that through your sense of it's time to do this now. And that is a larger message in the Chariot card. You are the time for giving in to all the distractions, as serviceable, as requested, as needed as they appear to be, particularly from loved ones. Your job is not to fix others. Your job is to pursue a goal, a vision of service that you have already been manifesting. You require all of your energy and all of your space to do your job. This is you embracing who you are, accepting your uniqueness, not trying to fit in, but understanding that who you are is what you do, and that you now see great success as an outcome to your efforts. This is clarified by the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So this is taking a relationship turn, and I shouldn't be surprised with the Love card here. You are working in partnership or concert with others to achieve something. It's as though you're establishing a cultural, social, even an emotional foundation for you, your team, your partner to begin the work that you both know is destined for you to do. This is the service that feels as though you have selected this path in life. The work goes far beyond you and the individuals concerned, and the individuals you're working with, that you're playing with, that you're loving, are in full alignment with your goal for expansion, for growth. And something you're building, it can be a team, it can be a product, it can be a service, is a foundation for more. You're celebrating that right now, and you're feeling so much contentment and satisfaction in the work that you've done and your ability to recognize your true partners, your true colleagues who are becoming co-creators with you on this particular journey. I'm going to clarify July with the Five of Swords. This is really not surprising. This is in many ways showing how far you've come. There was a time when the opinions of others you sucked up like a sponge, particularly criticism, feedback, people that didn't understand you, had no idea of what you were asking for, nor had any inclination to assist you in any way. This led you to doubting yourself, second guessing your ideas, holding back, not standing up for yourself in terms of addressing criticism, which you were more than able to do. But this sense of self-doubt, second guessing has vanished. You have challenged it. It isn't as though it magically disappeared. You have gained your own clarity and acceptance of self, acceptance of your gifts, of your uniqueness, that have emboldened you to recognize that who you are is the service that the world has been waiting for. And there is no reason to wait, as others may have cautioned you many times. Later, not now. People aren't ready. You are ready. And as you're finding, you found those colleagues and collaborators that are willing to do this work with you in full alignment. You're about changing the way information is shared, the way words are communicated. This could be something very technical, as communication is one of your characteristics, one of your skill sets. So this is absolutely indicating the way in which you no longer allow negative words, hurtful words to distract you, to trick you into believing that something isn't possible, because you're living the possibility of that. In August, the Strength card is about the ability to pull our inward strength from within and exercise that in the world through our faith, our belief, our persistence, a realization that we are strong for our purpose, that any love that you may have sought, any encouragement, any resources or knowledge or permission that you have sought in the past, you understand now that it is a reflection of your own sense of self-worth and self-value. So you don't look for others to validate you. You are validated through your own experience of striving for what you believe in. This is clarified by the Hangman and the Sun. You've waited a long time for this. You have been patient for a very long time. There was a long time when your doubters, perhaps your superiors, your uh, coaches, your collaborators or supervisors were cautioning you, not understanding you, you weren't able to break through with clarity. And they truly, in many instances, rather than believe in you, rather than invest in the faith that they had in you, that you came to have in yourself, they held you back. But that holding you back was a blessing, in that you were able to gain the perspective. In other words, you figured out how to counter their objections, how to counter their resistance to you. You may have done it through words by gently repackaging your message in a way that was less threatening. And it seems to me that that was a message of a previous reading, that you've learned to navigate around blockages in a way that makes you appear less threatening to those that feel threatened by new information, particularly information they don't understand. And actually, your ability to do this and to be successful, to be jettisoned into some position that you I can feel you pinching yourself, that you've arrived someplace that is satisfying to you, that allows you to share your joy, your knowledge. It isn't just what you do that is so important. It's the way that you motivate and inspire others. And that feels important given this new position, new home, new relationship that you're stepping into. You're sure that what you do is about opening up access for more people, to empower more people in some way. But others have not necessarily felt that sense of safety, joy, even pleasure in moving on to a new project, new terrain, into a new home. And you're assuring others through your sense of joy, pleasure, skill in what you do. I'm going to clarify August with the Seven of Pentacles. So here you are, really taking stock of where you've landed. There's a feeling that things are moving rather rapidly. Until about August, you actually get a chance to breathe. And here you're assessing where you have come to, what you can do to move forward, how you've gotten here, and how you've been utilizing and investing your resources in a way that represents an opportunity to do things more efficiently, to do things better, so that you're working in a way that is more efficient. And just with my sense of your path, Gemini, over the last, some time, your style has been one of inclusion. The way that you gain support for your ideas, your projects moving forward, is to make sure that you create an environment that is collaborative, giving everyone a voice, everyone an opportunity to buy in as you help them find their strengths, thus their joy. This is beautiful. In September, the Hermit card is about the opportunity to process all the change that you have been motivating, you have been moving forward. It's as though you're riding a wave, and now you need to check in with yourself about where you are and the questions you have. You've answered the questions others have, and that has become more facile for you. But you now have some questions about the right direction, the right tone, to move forward. In what area do you need more information? And that's where the Hermit card is about refreshing, re-standing on your authority, your right to be you, to do you. And you've come this way, this far, on being authentic, But this is as much an unfoldment for you as it is for others. You're showing up in a way that is different. You are in a position of some authority, and you want to be responsible about that. This is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups. And now we're back to something of a little bit of a love reading, it's feeling like. There is a lot of joy, there's a lot of feeling good in this energy that you're about. As things are moving quickly, you are now having a chance to touch back into the way that you've come to being open about your feelings, feeling a sense of trust in what you feel, using your feelings as a gauge for what is working for you and what doesn't. Learning that those connections, those memories, those opportunities from the past that gave you that freedom to express who you were is something that you clearly want to recapture at some level. You want to be yourself at the level of feeling good and communicating that to others you work with. So this is a little bit of flavor, Gemini flavor, particularly on your way of working collaboratively in a very concerted way that's moving some major ideas forward as a way of checking in, helping people understand. And in that way, you are communicating in ways that are available to people that are different, that have differences. This is a strength of yours. You can make something funny, you can make something a game, you can make something visual. All of these skills are things that bring your team along with you and give them a stake in enjoying, not just doing phenomenal work, but enjoying it. They've got skin in the game now. I'm going to clarify September with the Five of Wands. And I want to point out that the fives here are all about the changes that you are making, you are promoting. So here, as we've talked about, you are working with others in a way that is productive, that is inspired, that allows people to find their joy and their strength and talent in the work that's available to them. This is about being a real team of equals, of peers that take on challenges, problems by doing the work that each member can do at their own level, their own pace, identifying their own expertise, not trying to know everything, everyone taking a piece of a problem or a challenge and working together to come up with a unique solution. This is powerful. And this, in many ways, is again a theme of your readings for some time. This is a talent of yours. And through this talent, you're actually changing the way people work together, the way people are talking about their work, talking about ideas, opening up to them, and finding real joy in the work that they do, a sense of pride and satisfaction. It's also a way of managing what we often call work-life balance, right? You want to be renewed as you take time away from work or time away from home by a job well done, that you can somewhat compartmentalize and yet understand that every experience is contributing to the next experience. I'm going to finish off this reading with an oracle card, and I'll take this beautiful pink ruby. And the key word is shine. It is time for me to shine. Thank you so much, Gemini. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more here. And until next time, namaste.